my god.
How long is that?
3.5 hours.
Okay, that's okay. Okay.
That's okay without our emotional support angel, Azamar.
Are we sure?
Who's in trouble as well?
Eh,
Tell the rest of the group.
Oh yeah, he's in trouble. Did you guys know that he didn't put down one of his racial traits?
huh?
No?
Yeah. He's supposed to have healing hands, which gives him a pool of D4s equal to his proficiency bonus that he can use to heal somebody once per long rest. So every time that he was like, I'm out of spells, I can't heal anymore, he was wrong because he didn't put it in his character sheet. He had one more heal left.
He's in trouble now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in trouble.
Which, if we really break it down, it's worse than your problem, Lynette, because that's racial. He had that since the beginning.
Yeah, that's worse.
I mean, yours is class-based too, but you had it since the beginning.
Well, you're born before you pick your class, you know.
Well, healing is a lot more serious than traveling, so his is worse.
I don't know. I think they've been kind of equal in how much you've had to do both.
It's worse than me having to heal.
Alright, anyway, last time on Dungeons and WheatTons, you got a cage for McCult the ape. Got a nice area for him to stay while you're in town. Oh yeah, Joey's also in charge of the money too.
Ah,
Yes, he is.
our money!
Yeah, did he actually say we should go ahead and play?
I will read you his text. Said, if I don't make it to D&D tonight, it's because I fell asleep. Still recovering and getting on and off tired, but maybe I'll just be late, hopefully.
Hopefully.
You already told me that. Yeah.
Yeah. So he probably assumed that we would play anyway. Which is always my intent. But anyway, you, last time on Dungeons and WheatTons, you got a nice cage for the ape, got a stable for Ape and Natus, and they, like, had a little conversation in there. Full of broken common and terrible grammar. As well, you made a poop smoothie for the president and CEO of Gallant Co.'s half-brother, which in turn got you an invitation to talk to Gatsby Gallant himself so that he could hear your side of the story. He then proceeded to lightly punish his little brother
Lightly.
and tell him to go get a job so that he could pay for the rug that he bled on. And after showing that he's kind of done a little bit of research about everybody, and you all basically asked for some kind of discount on a rune that would make things lighter. And basically levitate things, I think. He gave you a deal. If you help him to investigate these strange fake runes that... These fake rune stones that have and give magical abilities to people. being sold by the Pivante family, he will work out a deal with some rune crafting and help you out with that rune that you're asking for. And then after getting that job, for some reason you didn't start investigating right away whenever you still had like 8 hours left before nighttime. And then you trained in some things and then took a long rest, and now it is the next day. Yeah. What would you like to do?
So, I had a question, but the intro was so long I've forgotten it.
Well, you could have stopped me in the middle.
Yeah, I was going to, but it was so rude. I don't even know if it was relevant now. Now I've completely forgot.
Was it about the Pivante family?
Possibly.
Was it
I
about
don't know.
Mr. Gatsby Gallant? The
I
ape.
don't know.
The
Let's just
Rune
move.
Stones.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. So I suppose Dominicus will have to take the lead. So do we know where these Pivante guys are? Have they got a shop front and stuff?
Well, you actually learned last time from the innkeeper, or the lady who owns the inn, the walk-in, that they are selling their stones outside of their mansion.
Mansion. I remember now. Yes.
They
Well,
did a little bit of construction and made a little storefront in like the foyer. The foyer.
Yeah, yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
Dominicus, you've got the spotlight, Tanner.
It's a lot of the time.
I was just about to speak as Dominicus.
All right.
Okay,
Since
so-
since Vitari is out of commission today, would you like to head the investigation of the Pivante family?
Just remember my question.
What happened with the monkey?
You still have it in a stable.
The monkey?
The monkey.
Nada's befriended him,
That's cool.
and we found out that he actually wants to go back to the circus to his dad. And he was very well looked after, but he got lost. Because I was like, Dominicus and Nada's won't like him being chained and sold to the circus. So Nada's actually spoke to him and had a really nice conversation.
He wants to go back to the circus.
He wants to go back. His dad lives there.
And what was your
What?
question?
My question was just about who's Joey's VP or whatever you call them. Vitari pilot.
Ah, the Vitari pilot.
Probably you, Lynette, since he controls you and... You know?
Well, that would be up to him. I don't know.
I know.
I guess for now, WheatTon can just be his pilot.
Yeah, I'll take care of it until we get an answer from him.
Yeah.
Okay. And Tanner, we're on this kind of an investigation where there's this, like, family, the only family ever that have started selling, like, magical runes, apart from the Gallant Co. company. But they're actually false advertising the runes, so we've been commissioned to find out more. And that's where we're going to do today.
Very nice.
Are we gonna look at a map that's not this today?
Oh my god.
Well,
Just wondering. I'm tired of looking at the same thing every day.
I am a very busy person. I'm much more busy than I was in the last campaign, alright?
Busy with what?
Work. He tired. He doesn't. He wants to sleep instead of make work. More work for himself.
God, Whitten, you sound a lot like Tanner.
I am Tanner.
Oh my God, he understands why I'm always sleeping.
Well, I am Groot.
And yes, because I do work every day, and then I stream every day. Oh. And then on Saturdays, I work on my
nothing.
own. Okay, thank you for that.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That was really mean, Lynette.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't. I know it was mean. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You do work. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You guys might be looking at the map on Roll20, but all I'm seeing is Steve Buscemi coming in, cool kid.
I've been watching Star Raptor get surprised.
Yeah, that one was fun to watch.
So Dominicus was just about to ask Prisma if she's able to be invisible, and we should go and check out the mansion.
Well, we just had a long rest, so yes, I can.
All right, so you're wanting to go to the mansion with invisible Prisma.
Invisma.
Oh yes. Also, a thing that you all learned just as a refresher. It was like in-game time. It was like 2 minutes ago. You know, so I feel okay just going ahead and giving this to you instead of making you roll history like you were thinking you were gonna have to.
Okay.
The Pivantes had a live test that people could watch of the stones that they're selling, and it is able to transform a single arm, the opposite arm that you're holding the Rune Stone in, basically. So if you're holding it in your left, it would be your right arm, into a like beastly claw. And you have to keep concentration, or, you know, basically to control it, you have to have your willpower, not necessarily concentration, because if you were to use this effect, you'd still be able to concentrate on a spell. So that's why I gotta use a different word for it. But, yeah, it wound up crawling the guy up buildings and throwing him off and stuff, and he was knocked unconscious from the fall.
How long ago was that?
That was not asked, but if you were to ask, the lady would say it was about a month ago.
Maybe speaking to that guy, if he's alive, would be a good investigation point as well.
But yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's the
I thought
information
Mike-
you got from the lady. Which I think I said her name was Marie. That was her last name, but she didn't care which one you used. And I don't remember the first one.
So I'm curious, what happened to the chiffon place?
You don't know. You'd have to go look at it.
Prisma wants to do that.
Are you taking Nadis?
Yes.
Are you taking anyone else?
Anyone who wants to go?
I'll come along.
I guess I'll come along.
Prisma wants to go see what happened to chiffon. Because Vinny can't stop her now. He can't pull me away now.
Yeah, there seems to be something wrong with Vitari. He's gonna just kind of rest in the inn, in his room.
Okay, well, we'll make sure we have the flask with us. And Dominicus will take that, if you don't mind me saying so, Tanner. It's already written in your character sheet. So.
All right, let's go.
All right. Well, you trace your path back along the way that you walked from before, and you see the sign, Chiffon Salon, right around the corner where you had parted ways with Gatsby before. From the outside, looks like nothing really happened. Looks like everything is just fine.
Let's go inside.
Matus won't go inside, I don't think. I mean, if you lead him in, he will, but I don't know if that's polite.
The person doesn't know any better. She's just gonna go with you.
Okay, fine. Because these places stink. I've been in, like, salons that actually stink.
Well, unless Natus resists, she won't make you go in.
Yeah. If it smells really bad, he won't, but if you're leading him in, he'll proudly walk in.
Also, the door is a little small. It's like
Well-
made for people, you know?
Well, if he can't fit through it, then I'll leave him out. Sorry, Nene. You're too big.
Hmm.
Cornelius will, of course, tag along.
Let's go in. Let's go in. Let's go in.
You know what? I'll send Ockrith with you just so he can have someone to stand outside with him. That way
don't run away.
Natus isn't alone.
And I don't run away. 'Cause that's
Yeah.
what I was planning to do.
I kind of felt something.
Oh, it'd be great. I was literally going to wander off.
I felt a disturbance in the force.
It would have been hilarious, too.
Yeah, it's time to be
Just so that-
naughty.
Okay. You know what? Hold on. Let me flip a coin. Alright. Ockrith is also feeling a little tired, so he's gonna just kind of chill.
Ah!
So, he doesn't go. I thought you would be lonely with no one to talk to, so that's why I sent him, but the penny says otherwise. You are left outside alone.
Okay. Wonder what the other guys are doing inside.
Well, as you all enter, the ladies of Chiffon, who aren't styling someone's hair or giving someone a makeover with the latest makeups, greet you happily. Welcome to Chiffon, where professionalism is our middle name. One of them looks like their face is like twitching a little bit, like they're about to cry.
That one might be the one who gave the makeover.
And it's like, weird. Why would a salon have professionalism as their middle name?
Probably because they got in trouble for a lack of professionalism in the past.
Maybe just a day ago.
Indeed.
I really wish I could have been witness to that freaking thing, man! Wait, I got an idea. Prisma will, ask Dominicus to please, well, she will also ask Cornelius. She'll ask both of you to please, keep, everybody out here distracted while I sneak to the back.
I scanned the environment. What is the setting?
You are in a beauty salon. Mostly used by women. However, the odd fop comes in there every now and then.
Yeah, I'm ready for this. I ask to get like curls in my mane from the check at the cashier.
Oh, well, certainly, sir. We can do that. You have quite a lot of hair here to play with. And would you like any coloring or anything else with that?
What
We can
What's-
give you a trim in the beard area if you'd like.
wouldst thou mind dyeing black?
Your hair's already black, though, sir.
I want it blacker.
Okay. Yeah, yes, sir.
Justin was always right.
I want to like dye my roots again.
Prisma will sneak to the back room.
Well, they are sufficiently distracted, and I mean, they're just regular people. You're gonna be able to 17 past them pretty easily.
Prisma will try to find the room with maybe the security tapes, if there are something like that.
There are no such things as security tapes.
No, then I can't watch it.
You are overestimating the level of technology in this world.
No, I did. Then there's no point in me sneaking back here. I can't find what I want. No, god damn you, Vatari, for making me miss this.
You might as well steal something.
Hold on. You do see someone who looks to be the owner sitting at a desk with a... She seems to have pretty clean skin, except for a ring around her right arm of looks like a tattoo. You know, she's kind of looking over the paperwork back there. You know, you snuck back there. I might as well tell you what you see.
Okay. So,
But,
what
yeah.
else does she look like?
She seems to be pretty put together. Like, she seems to have this air about her that if you want to be able to make others pretty, you have to know how to make yourself look pretty first. You know, it's not like you go into the salon and you see a bunch of caked makeup that looks terrible, like some kind of clown. Like you saw yesterday.
So, if she's well put together, then how did that happen?
Don't know. You'd have to ask. Yeah, everybody seems to look like they know what they're doing. Even the women outside.
Do I? Don't I? Do I? Don't I? Do I? Do I? I do. I'm gonna go into her office.
All right.
And I'm gonna be like, excuse me?
Oh, yes. No customers back here, please.
Oh, I'm not a customer. I have a question.
She kind of shuffles her pages over and says, "Oh, okay, all right. How can I help you?"
You had a guy visit you yesterday.
We get
And,
quite a few, yeah.
well, this guy was kind of important. He was wearing a red suit.
Her face kind of just sinks, but she's trying to hold her expression without... She's completely obvious, though.
Yeah, I was just wondering, what he did when he came in here yesterday?
That was, Mr. Gatsby. He just had a talk with us.
A talk, huh? What kind of talk?
I don't really know if that's any of your business.
Well, I work for him, so I just wanted to know.
Persuasion.
I'm trying to learn a little bit more about my boss, you know? Ooh.
Well, what we discussed was between him and me about my business. So,
Boy. Fine. Be that way.
what was your perception, passive?
16.
You kind of see her rubbing the ring of that tattoo on her wrist.
I wonder what that's for.
So, that's all he did when he came in here was talk? Nothing else?
Yes. Now I have some more paperwork to do, if you wouldn't mind going back to the front.
Okay.
I will go. But I'll linger outside the door for a moment. Just in case.
All you hear is some scratching from the pencil that she's using. That's about it.
What the tattoo is about? I go back to the front.
All right, as you go back to the front, you see Dominicus sitting in one of those chairs with a little blanket bib around him and having his hair put in rollers.
While I'm reading a magazine,
Yeah.
talking about the nails and their days.
Yeah, it's Beauty Bard magazine.
Beauty Bard magazine.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Maggie, you would look so cute like this.
On the front of the magazine, you actually see the it's amazing. We don't have cameras to see like security footage, but we have magazines.
Yeah! Really?
I
It's-
mean, they'd have pamphlets.
Yeah, it's more like a newspaper than a magazine. But it has some very rudimentary colors where it's needed. And on the cover of the newspaper, it says Bard Extraordinaire Valentino Valentini, sign with Vonomois Entertainment Troupe.
That's the circus.
That was the circus, yes.
I'm just telling Tanner in case he didn't click.
But, yeah, anyway, they're, doing your hair all up nice. Curling it. And then while the curlers are set, they begin to put the dye in it and then kind of twist the curlers to spread it. And the dye kind of being sticky enough kind of helps to hold those curls too. Kind of a 2-in-1 job.
Wait, are we... The rhino's with us, right?
No, he was left outside alone. Unattended to. Not tied up to anything.
Why?
Because no one said that he was.
Oh, can I have, tied him to a little hydrant or something?
You remember that no one tied him up, but whenever you go out there, you do not find him anywhere around.
Hmm.
You were thinking
I mean,
that
I'm
maybe
still getting my hair
Prisma should
curled,
do it
but-
since she has kind of been riding him a little bit more, and he's been giving you the
Normally-
cold shoulder a little bit.
And normally, when you guys go to investigate buildings or going into buildings, you just leave me at the stable. But this time, you brought me.
I didn't choose to bring you.
I know.
Nope, Prism
Yeah.
brought you.
His rider chose to bring him.
And I suspected he was going to wander off, and I didn't say anything because I thought it'd be funny.
But yeah, as you get up with that curtain wrapped around your neck, hair dye dripping from your head in curlers, you walk outside of the salon like a madman going, "Hold on, did anyone tie up Natus?" And you see not a rhino to be found.
I'm like, Prisma!
She's muted.
It's like, yeah, as soon as Vitari's out, everyone starts misbehaving. It's like, Prisma tried to go into this building last night before our long rest, but Vitari stopped her.
I'm sorry, what?
Prisma! I'm yelling at you
I had to let the dog out. Sorry, what? Why are you yelling at me?
because you didn't tie up my rhino.
Whoops. Where did the rhino go?
We don't know. That's why I'm yelling at you.
You hear
Prisma's like,
some
"What?"
struggling down the street. And some, "Art, get this beast away from my car!"
I guess I go dashing down the road. Do I have any money on me, or is all my money on Natus?
You have money.
Okay,
You
so I'll
have
I'll pay
Natus
for my
on you.
services, or their services on me, and the equipment that I'm stealing, because hair curlers.
Yeah, you're not even done with it yet, so
Okay.
you
I
throw
guess I
them
don't
some
pay
of the
yet.
money, like to be like, "I'll be right back,"
Yeah.
and they're just
I'm
kind
like,
of
"Prisma."
left with their like dye-covered hands, just kind of like watching you, and some of the other people are just like kind of side-eyeing you as you run out, looking crazy.
Big lion man with curlers in his hair.
And dye dripping from his head. And yeah, you just
And a bib around his chest.
yeah, you take off down the street. The little bib thing that they wrap around, I have no idea what to actually call it. A salon blanket? I don't know.
Gown, yeah, a gown.
I'd say the bib that you mentioned, because they do it like around the front of you.
Yeah, well, it kind of, as you're running down the street, it kind of flies back behind you and spins around, so it looks like you got a cape.
Cool. What color is it? Like a white one?
It's got a couple of stains on it from dyes and such, but yeah.
Oh, they're called sundries.
Oh, well, the sundry that you're wearing flips around to the back, and as you're running, it kind of flows behind you like a cape. And,
Is my hair flowing?
oh no, it's too sticky for that.
No.
But if you were in slow motion, you would see little droplets of oils and dyes like flying from behind you.
Splashing on the road.
Yeah. You look to the left as you're passing by a little child, and a drop of dye lands on his face, and he just kind of wipes it away, and his skin is stained.
That's funny.
But it doesn't take you very long until you find Natus digging into a fruit stand
Oh shit.
with a man angrily pulling weakly on his reins trying to get him out. Natus doesn't even notice.
Actually, like, stood up on the table to try and reach the ones at the back and knocked loads over.
I yell in a very stern voice. I'm like, Natives.
Okay.
Do I have to roll to like make you get my attention?
Well, like you've already got my attention. Like, like I heard it and it's familiar. But yes, you have to roll. Animal handling versus my nature.
Are we gonna have some PvP here? Alright, 22 animal handling versus
I legit look like a
nature.
mom trying to scold their child with my curlers.
So just at the sound of your voice and the scolding, he tries to like back up and leave the stuff, but he's like standing on more crates and stuff. But he's actually like sitting down and looks at you. And then
I snap at the ground like by my feet. See, like telling you to come to me.
Okay, so as low as he can on the floor, he'll like walk over really slowly, and he's like looking to the side. He's not looking at you at all, but he's like coming closer, very slowly.
I pet you. I say it's not your fault, boy. That
The hell it
derpy
isn't!
that derpy little fairy.
Sorry, Lynette. I didn't mean
Is this
to
your
be-
animal?
He is, sir. And I apologize for him. I'll pay for any damages. Or my little fairy friend, shall. This is her fault, not tying up my good little sweet boy.
How's this my fault?
Who chose to bring my animal with us?
You?
No. Forgot to tie him up. Is that Prisma right now?
Yep.
Fine. I'll pay for the damages. And I'll buy some apples.
You actually noticed that he wasn't just eating apples. He was actually like trying to get some bananas.
Bananas.
He was trying to get the nenes for the monkey.
You think we could make like some smoothies for Nidus?
I mean,
they'll
nothing's
be-
stopping us from trying.
Like what if we make some smoothie buffs for Nidus?
Probably
Like a certain
won't buff
combination
him.
of fruits. Huh?
Probably wouldn't buff him.
But what if we add some stuff to do the buffing? So he's more likely to like eat a potion.
Like, what would you add to it?
I don't know. I don't know how potions work in this. I'm just giving you an idea. Like, what if we make some super duper potion that just we have to brew the whole game, the whole campaign?
Ah,
What is going on? It's just popping up everywhere.
I don't know.
I added it to the game so that I could show it.
Ah!
this needs to be an emote.
Yes.
But
But,
Very Jane animation style.
yeah,
We can talk
at
about
the
that
moment, you don't really know what you could add to a smoothie to boost native. Well, you have one idea, but it's probably an idea you don't really want to use. Black ice added to
Nah.
a
No.
added to a smoothie would
So I ask what the damages were.
He kind of
Ask-
looks over everything and pulls out an abacus.
I'm really sorry. I wanted to be fun. I didn't want to just waste money.
He's like,
I think this is fun.
this is,
The
well,
image is funny.
looks like we got pretty lucky. It's only 22 silver.
All right. And
So 2 gold, 2 silver.
how much would a crate of bananas and apples be as well on top of that?
Oh man, you guys are buying so many crates of bananas and apples. Well, I could give you an entire crate for 75 gold.
It's a bit steep.
It's like the size of a person though, you know.
Oh shit. Yeah, let's just buy a big ass crate of apples for you. That way we don't have to like think we don't just have like 2 on our person.
You've got 4 red and 4 green at the moment. But yeah, like, if you want to. But that's a lot of gold.
And the stronger things we fight, the more gold we get.
Okay. If you're happy.
Man, you guys have been losing so much money as you guys got here.
It's okay. I'll swindle the pixie.
What?
Get her back.
What'd I
Well-
do?
In seeing you buying a crate of apples, this is the first time Nadis has shown any warmth to you. And, you know, like, he's no longer feeling scolded, and he'll, like, go around your back and then underneath your right arm for a cuddle.
I'll pat your face. I'll give you scritches. Well, that's how I treat my dog. Because it's like, if he does something bad, it's most likely our fault why he was able to get into that situation.
Yep, I agree.
It wasn't my fault.
Dog gonna dog, you know?
Rhino gonna rhino.
Yeah.
You know, just be lucky I didn't see something to chase and, like, destroy the town.
I don't think I would have paid for any damages.
Yeah,
I don't.
What a
I've
div.
never seen that rhino before in my life.
that would be the time to make a quiet exit.
Yeah, we're from the Hunters Guild. We're actually chasing this thing.
That's our mark.
But yeah, you paid off the guy. You got a big old crate. You don't really have the wagon with you, or any way to haul it at the moment.
What was it, crate of apples or bananas?
I thought you wanted a mix,
Yeah.
so I gave you half and half.
Right, okay.
I did want to mix.
All right, but
I guess I'll be carrying it for now. Am I able to?
I think
That would be
Natus
too
would be able
heavy.
to drag it if you put some wheels on it, but
You could probably put it on my back and just hold it steady. Like,
Yeah. I guess I'll do that.
because according to our character sheets, you're stronger than me
Really?
by 1.
your carry weight is higher than his by like double, though.
No, yeah, even more than double, maybe. Yeah.
What is the 4,500?
Experience. That's how much
Oh.
experience we had last time. I just put it there so I don't forget.
I was like temporary hit points. 4,500.
Yeah. It's already been added though. So.
Yeah, I guess we'll do that. I'll put it on his back and we'll hold it steady.
All right. Well, it is like 800 pounds.
Oh shit. That's a lot of bananas and apples.
Apples and bananas.
Banana.
Bananas. I was gonna do for comedic effect, I'll just plop the whole thing on Prisma. You carry it.
What the fuck?
That would kill her.
That would kill her, yes.
Should just be a bloody stain on the side of the road.
What was your
This'll
other character,
te-
Prisma?
This'll teach Joey not to miss a session.
Yeah, there's a bunch of putzing around right now, but it's fun.
So Joey, Prisma died because a box was put on her.
Please don't kill me.
Yeah, we have no direction without you moving things forward.
I'm just doing what I am doing what the situation has been provided to me.
I'm
through
doing what
Prisma.
my character would do.
Hey, you guys are the one who brought this up.
Please don't
Oh
kill me.
man.
I'm good
Yeah,
with going
I'm
with
sorry.
it. Keep
Yeah,
going.
so it's like, yeah.
Please don't kill me.
Okay, so
I mean,
I don't think they're actually going to kill you.
yeah.
Kill me.
I might.
Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
Anyway,
maybe,
I probably
maybe we
will.
should just put Nadus back in the stable. So I was being mischievous right from the get-go when I asked if you were bringing me with you. You know, that was me planning to be naughty.
See, why am I being punished for him being naughty? He could have just stayed there. He made the choice.
You said, yeah, we're bringing natives.
But I did what
Yeah?
I was meant to do. I said to McCall that I was gonna go and get my pets to get us stuff. So I've succeeded.
I guess I'll escort Natus back to the stable with the big old crate so we can put it in the cart, and then I'll go back to the salon with Prisma. How long would that take?
probably about 10 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't take that long.
I guess I'll do that. Then
For
I'll
an
tie 'em up, be
extra
like,
delivery fee, the guy can deliver that to the inn for you, though.
is that where our cart is?
Yeah, that's where your wagon is.
How long would it take for me to go to the inn and then to the stable?
It's the
And then
same
back to the
place.
salon? Oh, no, I'll do it myself.
All right, yeah, 10 minutes. It doesn't take all that long. But
I just
man, your
tell them to stay.
hair's getting kind of crusty. It's drying out. Your scalp is
Oh.
burning a little bit.
Yeah, I'll run back to the salon. All dusty and stuff.
Yeah, there's like caked chunks in your curls now. As you head on back in with the sundry around your neck. Seems like there's somebody sitting in your chair now. Are you gonna wait or say something?
Are there other free chairs? Or is it a busy day?
Oh, it's about a normal day. There's about like 4 people in there,
I mean,
and
I'll say
there's
something
a
to the lady. I'll be
there
like,
is a
"Hey, can
free
you finish
chair,
your-"
but the lady who was in charge of you is now working on someone else.
There, now can be made into a thumbnail. Or not a thumbnail, but a icon.
I'll is it a persuasion? Hey, can you finish me up real quick?
Well, I'm sorry, sir, but you did leave, so if you allow me to finish with this customer here, then we can finish you off afterwards, or you can head over to one of the other ladies and she can finish you off.
I guess I could wait. And then Prisma can do her stuff. I'm not saying this in character.
I already did my stuff. I'm just waiting
Well,
on you.
Then I'll grab you and we can. I firmly plant you on my shoulder so we can wait.
Some of the small bits of still wet dye are kind of like oozing, like stretching, almost like tar coming down and threatening to land on you, Prisma.
Prisma will scooch off your shoulder.
No, I grab you.
No! No! I don't want to die! No!
A small globule lands on your head and begins to cover you.
And then I let you go.
Get off!
Looks like we're getting a goth Prisma variant.
No!
Yeah.
No! Black is not cute on me!
It's not.
Get it off!
All right. They're like, come here, dear. Come here, dear. And then they begin to pump the sink to get you some water.
Get off!
Are you getting under the water, or are you just
Yes,
watching?
I'm getting under the water.
All right. You're able to get it out before too much sinks into your hair follicles. So there's a slight tint, but you're still pink.
I glare at Dominicus.
That was not funny.
All the candy in your hair has been washed out, though, so you'll have to replace it with your candy blast.
I can't.
You mildly inconvenience me, I'll do the same to you.
I didn't do anything.
I don't know about anybody else, but I kind of always picture Prisma like blow drying her hair with a candy blast, and that's how the candy gets in there.
That's actually hilarious. Although, would that imply that she's immune to her own candy blast, or just that her hair is highly energy resistant?
Probably the second. It's not like she's hitting her face with it.
Well, we hope not.
All right, but the lady finishes up in the chair. She pays her money. She is definitely looking better. The makeup is not too overstated, and the hair is looking absolutely fabulous. And the chair is now open, and Dominicus can finish his hairstyling.
Out of character, can I just tell Tanner, the reason why we're coming here is because we went to see like Gatsby Gallant, the owner of the place that sells the runes all over the world, and his wife came in looking like, you know, I picture it like, you know, the white makeup, the white thick makeup, and maybe the tear on the eye or whatever. And she asked Prisma if he looked good, and Prisma was like, not really. And then Gatsby actually visited this place and did something, you know? And we're now wondering why they made her look like a clown when they're actually good at their jobs.
Hmm.
So you might click even, if you're seeing that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah. I didn't have that context.
Dominicus was there. I could have given that context. Sorry about that. And thank you for giving that context.
Yes, thank you. Did they finish me up? Do I look pretty?
You're so pretty.
They lean you back. They get all the crap out of your hair. And kind of... The rollers are a little bit tangled because the dye wasn't supposed to be in there for that long, and you running around with the wind blowing at it kind of dried it faster than it was supposed to.
Yeah.
So they have to kind of work at it to not pull your hair as they're getting the curlers out. But they wash you up, and you have a slightly darker black mane.
With my curls.
With curls.
You are now a more glorious looking Fabio.
I will in slow motion shake my mane.
It's got some nice bounce to it.
Commercial.
It's got some nice volume.
Black and if I was slightly darker black. Aren't you?
Did you just make that?
No.
No.
But yeah, you look yourself in the mirror, and whenever you kind of bob your head and it goes boing, boing, boing. Looks nice.
Good. I'm like Prisma, my party.
Yeah! Really pretty.
We also do perms.
Isn't that what you just gave him?
No. No, these are curls. Perms are slightly smaller curls, so they're tighter, you know? And we tease the hair out so it
Why do you tease
so it looks fuller.
Why do you make
Perhaps
it
next
better?
time.
That's mean.
She kind of looks at you and is like not amused.
What? What did I say?
Is Prisma that derpy?
Will there be anything else?
I'm not derpy.
You're pretty derpy.
I am not.
So it's all the drugs, man. No, that will be all, and I'll pay it. Or do I have to pay it because I already paid?
No, you already paid, so you're good. That's why they're just asking, will there be anything else?
All right. No, that will be all.
What?
And then I turn around and say, "We're off." And I do a pose to look all pretty.
All right, no questions answered as you leave.
Huh? No, I don't. I guess we'll ask. What was her name? What was the clown woman's name? Do we know?
Mrs. Gatsby Gallon?
Yeah, you never got her name. But it was the wife of Gatsby Gallant. President and CEO of Gallant Co.
I will ask if they had serviced a woman or the wife of Gatsby Gallant.
Oh, no, that was, she's not here today.
But she was here.
What do you mean not here today? Does she work here?
No, you were asking who serviced her, right?
Oh, like
She's
the chick
not here
isn't there
today. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant
Ah.
like Gatsby isn't here today, like she works there. Sorry.
Mrs.
Oh, okay.
Gallant.
Might I have coordinates to her location? Question mark.
No, well, why do you need them? You're not some kind of strange stalker, are you?
No,
No, we
I'm just.
just want to know why she made her up to look like a clown.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, if that's all you want to know, I could tell you that.
Yeah, Mr. Gatsby seemed to be really mad. That's why I really wanted to know what happened.
Well, Mrs. Gatsby, Gallant. Sorry, you keep calling her Mrs. Gatsby, and Mrs. Gallant is not the most high end of models, let's say. She's
Is she
rather
ugly?
average, kind of plain. So, some
So
women
you gotta make her
in
look like
the
a clown?
some women in the city kind of think that if they think that they're prettier than her, don't think that she should have the highest of value man in the city, you know?
Is she, like, out of character? Is she ugly?
Mrs. Gallant?
Yeah.
No, from what you could tell, she did look just kind of average or slightly above average, but way
So she's
below
not a
the ladies
supermodel?
in this store.
So basically you're saying that because she's not prettier than other girls, the other girls deserve it more?
Well, you know, wouldn't you say that the richest man in the city, the leader of the entire city, and the person with their hands in almost every business in this city would probably have his pick of anyone?
Well, I imagine that he picked her for a reason.
Yeah, but some girls don't like that because, you know, inflated egos and whatnot.
Well, I don't think that it's really any of their business, because, he seemed pretty happy when he was, talking to her yesterday.
Hey, what can I say? Bitches be bitches.
Bitches be bitches. Okay. I'll remember that. Bitches be bitches. Well, okay. So they did it on purpose. I see. Because of jealousy.
Yeah, there's no way that a person employed here would do that on an accident.
So what did he do when he came in yesterday?
Oh man, that was... He kind of made everyone sit down and gave us a lecture.
A lecture?
Yeah,
That-
he gave us a lecture on professionalism.
That's it? He
Well,
took the ball and brought his king down just for that?
well, it kind of went over my head a little bit. He said something about how he still is in charge for another 3 months of their contract, and their professionalism will be at his level that he desires, or the contract would be null and void, and basically he would be able to shut down the entire business, and everyone in Chiffon would lose their jobs.
What kind of contract?
Yeah, so he helped them start their business. Remember, he was going to help you start yours?
Oh, is that it?
Yes, if you'll remember, for 3 years, until you are able to pay back what he puts forth, he fronts all of the bills, and you basically are an employee that runs the store for him. And he will come in to help you learn how to run it better should you need it. And then after 3 years, as long as it's successful, even if you don't pay back everything that he put into it, you get full ownership of your business.
Sweet deal.
Okay.
But then again, taxes go to him and are redistributed where they need to go, so he's probably getting the money back anyway.
One way or another.
But then again, you guys don't know about his tax programs, so you probably just would be able to safely assume that the taxes go back to him. Because he is the one running the city.
I see. Well, we got our answer as to why she was done up so bad.
But yeah, he came in and threatened to fire the one that did it, and the manager back there made a deal with him, a revisement of the contract that no one would ever let go of their professionalism. And you kind of see a bead of sweat kind of forming on her head as she's talking about that part.
So, what was with the tattoo?
I'm sorry, I don't have any tattoos.
Not you, the boss lady.
She's kind of looking around, looks at all of the other ladies, and they're like kind of staring at her before they look down at their business whenever, and begin like cutting hair or like painting faces. She's like, oh, I think that's just something that she got when she was younger.
Insight check.
Roll it. The sweat is beating up on her forehead and lip even more. It's kind of starting to wash away the makeup, but again, she's not overly caked on, so it's not like making muddy pools on her face or anything.
Okay.
I will let it go for now. Anybody else have anything they want to ask them while we're here?
We kind of got our info, right? So we don't really need anything.
Well, I'm just wondering because Cornelius might have something he wants to ask. Who knows?
I guess I'll tip the chick who serviced me as silver.
Thank
I
you
didn't
very
have
much.
anything. I was just tagging along to see what happened.
Alrighty. And yeah, I guess we're done here.
All right. They all say goodbye to you. Tell you, have a nice day. Come back to Chiffon. As you leave.
And when we're outside, Prism will be like,
Something's fishy. That lady in the back room had a tattoo on her wrist. And they are very tight-lipped about it. I wonder what it means. Well, what now?
Well, might I suggest we begin inquiring as to the location of that manor we were looking for.
Manor?
Uh,
Huh?
the manor where the family's dispensing those fake runes.
Oh, that. Okay.
Oh, the Bonanners.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess we better start finding that place and start investigating.
Well,
I think
as
Whitney
they
was
are,
puzzled because I'm Nanner.
I am a little puzzled. But as they are selling out of their own house as a storefront, it is not that hard to get directions to them. Asking a few people on the street, the more adventurous-looking characters seem to have pretty good things to say about them.
Prisma will hide in Dominicus's pocket so that the people who run in the store don't see her, just in case. We might as well keep one party member secret just in case we have to do some internal investigation. So yeah, Prisma will hide in your pocket.
All right. Well, but yeah,
And she'll whisper,
We should probably investigate the storefront and see what they got. Maybe talk to the owners and see what we can get out of them.
Certainly investigating their product would be a great place to start, yes.
Yeah, act like we're regular customers.
so yeah, Prisma will hide and just be listening while you guys do that.
all right.
And
Well,
Cornelius will go up to investigate their stock.
well, from what you can tell, at the moment, they only have two types. The runes, I'm putting air quotes over them, the symbols on them, from what you can tell, mean absolutely nothing. But they do have two different designs. One
That's right.
matches the one that is in your hand. Well, not technically your hand, because I don't know if you're holding it, but the one that you have. And the other is just means nothing. It's just a different order of lines.
I wonder what they would tell you if you asked them what they do, though.
Actually, that's exactly what I was going to inquire about next.
Go ahead.
So, addressing the merchant, I shall inquire as to the effects of the two runes.
Well, you see a well-dressed woman with a name tag on her very expensive-looking dress that says Natalie Pivante. And she's like, oh, well, at the moment, we're still trying to expand our selection, but at the moment we have a rune that can transmogrify your arms into beastly arms, giving you enhanced strength as well as claws for natural weapons. And a set that changes your legs into the same. Again, boosting your leg strength so you can jump higher and land from higher up.
Interesting. And which would you say this is? I shall ask while producing the rune that I have in my satchel.
Oh, that's the leg one. I mean the arm one.
Huh.
And then she kind of looks down at the at the selection is like, yeah, the arm one, and then she points to it.
Wow. Might I inquire as to where you get the materials for these runes?
Oh well, that would be a secret. You know, gotta keep our materials close to the chest. You know, otherwise, other people might be able to take our recipes. You know.
Prisma
Indeed, a
totally
wise policy.
understand. Totally understand.
Now, I shall.
But as you're looking around, you see that there's a number of as I used before as a descriptive term, adventurous looking types. Buying some just like real easy like some of them buying like 2 or 3 different kinds, maybe as like a backup.
Or for party members who aren't present.
Yeah. Just kind of going in the line. As well as a couple of farm hands that seem like they might have did their best, saved up, and it's like, oh, this'll help with hauling, you know.
I guess they're a lot cheaper than the real runes then.
As you look at if you look at the price, they are 200 for an arm, 200 gold for an arm, and 400 for the legs ones.
Wow. So they cost an arm and a leg, you might say.
But still, compared to Gallant Co's thousands of gold, it seems like these things are flooding the market pretty fast. But yeah.
Now, I'm debating, because on the one hand, I kind of want to see if I can get them to let me talk to, like, whoever's in charge. But on the other hand, I have no idea what I would say to them, so I guess I'll pretend to browse while giving Prisma the opportunity to spy.
Well, what's Dominicus doing currently? Because I'm hiding in his pocket.
I have no clue.
I don't know either. Because he stepped away, I guess. Heather! Ah. Well.
Well, let's see. So, I mean, I want to speak about the experiment to this woman.
Experiment?
Like saying, we heard you had like an open day. What was it described as again? Where the guy was climbing up the building and everything.
Oh, yes. We've done more tests since then.
And did you use the same people, or are they just volunteers?
Oh no, we paid them for their time and the data that we got for them. He's just fine. And we haven't had an incident since.
And nobody was injured.
Nobody besides him.
would he be available to speak to? And he'll like flash his king's badge.
Well, yeah. He's not here right now. He would probably be at home or something. He was actually one of the beggars on the street. We gave him the job. So you'd have to find him. I think he was actually one of the lazies. So we did have to confiscate the Rune Stone after the test was over.
Well, if you would like to give me all the information you have, say his name, his last known whereabouts, a description.
She kind of rolls her eyes, but it's like, all right. She writes down the place where they found him, his name, and his description, like you asked, and hands you the paper.
Okay. I thank thee.
And looking at it, you see the name Donis Trelby. And he was on the corner of the square, just kind of right next to the mall, in between the Gallant Co. and the mall.
Okay.
And his physical description was just a kind of an average guy with blonde hair, like kind of sandy, and average height, human.
Okay. And then he'll tap his pocket that Prisma's in.
Are you giving me the cue?
Well, yeah, like if you're going to do anything, because I think that's our lead. I think we should go and speak to this guy.
Yeah. I agree.
So yeah, okay. If you don't want to do anything here just now, we'll leave.
Yeah, I don't want to announce my presence yet.
I mean, I was thinking probably our best thing to do following the track of investigation here is to find out where they're getting the material from. Because I have a theory, but I don't know if it's completely insane or not.
Well, you're probably the best character for an investigation. Especially when it comes to runes. And
Well-
as a player, I haven't got a clue where we're supposed to be going.
I mean, I can sense magic and I can ID runes, but these are magical rocks disguised as runes, so I don't really have anything geology-based there.
Okay.
I mean, we could wander around town with me randomly scanning for magic, but
I think our badges from the king have got a lot of weight. You know, I see them like a police badge that we could just waft and get answers from people, get access to places we're not supposed to be. You know?
that is true. We could use the king's authority in order to demand an inspection of their facilities.
Yeah, do that.
So yes, I shall do exactly that.
We're following up complaints.
Complaints?
That these runes don't exactly do what they're meant to be doing.
I've gone with following complaints regarding the incident on their last testing.
Okay, yeah, what he said. I'm not even.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Cornelius is taking the lead.
What he said. Listen to the bunny man.
Well, I assure you we've ironed out all of the details. We haven't had an incident like that since.
I'm sure, but nevertheless, we have been tasked with investigating, so we'd appreciate your cooperation.
Well, I think I'm cooperating just fine. If you'd like, I can even bring in my husband, and he can give you any answers that you need.
That would actually be a great help. Thank you very much.
All right, one moment. She kind of walks back out from behind the counter and through a door in this. It seems to be a very hastily put up wall, almost like, I know your characters wouldn't understand this, but almost like a movie set. You know? Like it's just a prop that they would use on stage or something as a wall that happens to have a door in it. She goes back, and you can hear the faint murmurs behind. Like, someone wants to speak with you about the test. It seems like someone related to the king or something. I don't know. What's going on? What's going on? We haven't had any problems. What's going on?
Yeah, I've got a history putting my foot in it. So sorry, guys.
He's like, darling, it's fine. We'll be fine. I'll just go out and talk to them and see what it's about. All right? Okay. And you see them, a man with a finely combed hair, waxed down with a part in the middle, and a pencil mustache come out. He's like, and hello there? How may I help you?
Yes, we have been tasked with the upkeep of general order by the king, and we've received complaints regarding some of your runes malfunctioning. Are you aware of this?
No, I haven't heard anything from any of the customers beyond the first test. Are you sure they're malfunctioning?
Well,
Perhaps they're just being misused.
Entirely possible, but nevertheless, we have been tasked with the inspection of your processing and crafting facilities.
And I do assume you have the correct papers and everything. We wouldn't want you to be snooping around without them.
Alas, we are paperless.
Well, then, unless you are possibly a spy coming to steal our processing and manufacturing secrets, I will have to ask you to come back later with a warrant.
Indeed, then we shall.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I hope you have a fine day.
And so I shall retreat from this conversation. He totally got me there. We don't have a fucking warrant.
Fine. Normally, when you don't have a warrant, you're coming back with one. That's when they start destroying evidence. So
I was actually about to say, normally when they ask for a warrant, that's your cue to creep around back and see what's going on.
yeah, wink, wink, pixie fairy.
What? I'm sorry?
Wow.
Well, they've been tipped that we are investigating them, so they're probably going to either start moving or destroying evidence, at which point, if you follow them, you will probably be able to catch them in the act.
Well, I guess that's my cue to go invisible. So Prisma will go invisible and slip out of the pocket, and she'll sneak into the back.
All right. You're able to just kind of fly over the wall. It doesn't even reach the ceiling. And from the back, you don't really see anything but the staircase going up into their actual mansion, and a couple of doors into hallways and rooms. You see a door that leads to a study, one that leads to a kitchen, which has a number of servants inside of it preparing food, and a door that seems to lead to a basement of some sort. Basement or cellar. Could be a wine cellar. So, study, kitchen, wine cellar, or you could go upstairs to their personal rooms.
Up the stairs.
All right. On the edges, you find the master bedroom and 2 rooms for children. Seems like one might be in his teens, and the other is a little girl with a number of dolls and plush animals.
Mm-hmm.
Are you? Those are your options.
Okay, wait. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, wait. What were the rooms up here again?
There's the master bedroom,
Mm-hmm.
which would be for the Pivante Ma and Pa.
Uh-huh.
A little girl's room
Okay.
that is filled with a bunch of stuffed animals
Okay.
and dolls and a bunch of cute stuff, dresses and such. And what looks to be a male teenager's room. A little edgy. From the crack in the door that you can see through.
All right. Let's take a look at the master bedroom then.
All right. Not much is out of place. It seems like this is a very proper area where not a lot of much goes on, if you catch my drift.
Okay.
Like possibly they have 2 children and they've had sex like twice. But that doesn't mean that there's a lack of love.
You're a good investigator picking up on that.
I am that
Well,
good.
you don't find any lewd accoutrements to help anything out, you know, in that way. It's kind of got that smell to it. I don't know. I never thought you had to be a good investigator to find that kind of stuff out. You just have to kind of see it. And they were like, oh, yep.
You can tell just by the look of the people.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Will this take me out of invisibility if I take some chocolate out of my candy pouch and put it on their bed?
It's not an attack, is it?
No.
It's not a spell, is it?
No.
Then no.
Then yeah, I do that. I want to just make it a mystery that when they go to their room later, they just be like, who left chocolate on their bed?
I hope it's
It was the
wrapped at
candy.
least.
Yes, of course it's wrapped. So I place the wrapped chocolate on each of their pillows, And I do the same in the little girl and boys room. And teenage boys room.
All right. Well, the teenage boys' room was only cracked, so you'll actually have to like go in there to see what's in there. But
Well, fine. I do his room last then, after I put it on the little girl's bed.
and she's just kind of playing, but doesn't notice anything.
I leave her a sugar blossom too. So yeah, I go into his room last.
And she's playing domestic disturbance with her dolls.
Domestic disturbance.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Well, now I'm kind of interested in what she's playing. Act it out for me.
Honey, I told you I'm tired. You're always tired. You never have time for me. Honey, please.
Wow, disturbed
Yeah.
kid.
I know. Well, disturbed me.
Look at what you did, Witten.
And as you go into the teenager's room, you see a boy wearing clothes that do not fit this estate stature. He's got loose-fitting clothes, and he's tuning a lute with hair covering one eye. And he's got a bunch of parchment posters on the walls of a bunch of different bardic bands. And one very prominent one of a face you saw earlier today in the newspaper of Valentino Valentini.
Valentino Valentini.
Yeah, the poster is covering most of the wall of the room, and it's like right above his bed.
Is he a bard, I guess?
Yes, he is a bard. One would say the greatest bard that lives today.
Really?
Yes. In fact, give me a history
for
check.
now.
Okie doke. History. Woo!
Oh my god, you have heard about this man so much. See, that's how famous he is. You got a 5? This is immediately passable with a 5.
So you might say he's John Lennon famous.
Yes.
He's the Beatles famous.
He is known as the man who loves everyone.
Sounds
Except-
like a nice guy. Huh.
I was going to make a joke about the Philippines, but then I thought better of it.
I'm intrigued by this kid. I'll watch him for a little bit. Does he play the lute?
He's kind of he's kind of tuning it, and then without even needing to roll anything, you have a little bit of knowledge of instruments, yeah?
Yeah.
You can see that it's tuned, and then whenever he plucks it, it's like, and then he starts tuning it again and puts it right back to where it was. And then he starts plucking away, and he's like, and then he starts tuning it. And it puts right back to where it was. So it's in the right spot. But he's not good at it. Until finally he kind of looks up at the poster and jumps off of his bed and just kind of goes, and it sounds terrible. And he's just like doing it even though it sounds terrible. And he's like, "This world is for you, babe. I can't stop the feeling in my soul. And he's like, yeah. And then he writes it down. Like it's the best thing he's ever come up with.
Chris was like,
I'm not sure if I should tell him. He's not scared.
but she'll leave him a chocolate and a sugar blossom on his pillow.
All right. As he's writing his terrible song, you leave him some candy and then dip on out of there.
Yep. It's like,
Ugh. I admire him for trying. Hopefully it gets better.
so now we're going to go back down the stairs and investigate the study.
All right. Going into the study. Looks like a normal study. There's a desk there, a couple of chairs next to a fireplace, and a lot of books.
We're gonna dig in the desk and see if we find any documents that are telling.
The only document that you found is a set of permits to sell rune stones, as well as a zoning permit allowing them to use their house as a storefront, as well as a couple of papers stating safety concerns that they have addressed, such as emergency exits in case of fire and stuff, as well as extinguishers.
Don't understand. If they make them and sell the rooms here, why do they make them?
I might keep looking around.
But yeah, none of that stuff was necessarily hidden, just kind of filed away. So it was easy to find.
Well, is there anything in the room that seems out of place?
Nope. Not to your eyes, anyway.
Well, let's see. And there was only a kitchen and a living room? I guess?
Kitchen and a cellar.
And a cellar?
The study that you're in is basically a living room. I mean, that's where they go to read and talk and stuff and have drinks. Have their sherry.
Have that sherry. Alright, well, let's check the cellar then.
It's kind of weird you don't want to go to the kitchen. That's where the candy is. I'm just kidding. They don't have candy. Ignore that.
I was about to say, don't tempt me.
Alright, you want to go to the cellar. Well,
It was actually focused.
from the places that you've gone, this is the only door that's actually closed. Like, all the way.
I check to make sure nobody is looking, and I try to open the door.
Alright, well, give me a stealth.
Yeah?
Alright, nobody is actively looking at you, and they do seem to be rather normal people. So,
I'm looking at you.
yeah, they're not necessarily very perceptive. So you're able to kind of open that door, slip in, and close it again.
Yeah. This is the only place I can think of that maybe they have their secret stuff down here. So what do I see?
Well, you see stairs going down.
Let me fly down.
Alright, as you fly down the stairs, kind of round, and I forget, do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Well, as there are no lights on, you can turn a light on if you want, but I would say that your chances of getting caught after doing that would probably increase. But for the most part, all you see is a bunch of casks. Might be a wine cellar and a number of bottles off the side, as well as a little bit of stored furniture and paintings and stuff. Doesn't seem like there's any equipment, heavy machinery, or anything down here.
I take one of my matches and I strike it to light it.
Well,
And I just take another look around.
as you light it, a strange kind of hiss just kind of whispers through the area and blows it out. And the breeze seems to have come from a little indent in the wall.
I investigate it.
Well, as you get closer in this little kind of squared off indent of the wall, you hear that wind again. Almost like the wall itself is breathing. And you see a small hole with a strip of paper placed on top of it. Kind of like every time the wind would blow, it just kind of blows open.
I'll peel it away a little.
The wind that's blowing through is very soft, but it's kind of moist and warm. It smells. This stale, kind of rotten smell.
I'm guessing that there's something in there. Let's see. What should I do? Well, very quietly, I'm going to try and peek into the hole and see if I can tell what's the source of the breathing.
Well, even with your dark vision, you can see this just kind of looks like an expanding and contracting wall. Seems like it might be slightly hairy, but you can't make out details enough to actually figure out what it is.
What is this, like a mimic wall or something? I mean, they have mimic chests.
Give me an investigation. How about that?
Okay. God, what's with these low rolls today?
It seems to be there's like a small bit of carving around the wall, but you can't really tell what exactly it is.
Well, let's see. Well, it's not a creature I'm dealing with, is it? Because my primeval awareness would make me at least able to sense its intentions, or if it's magically,
Can you click that for me? Well, you if it is a creature, it's not a beast, is all you can figure out from that.
Well, it's definitely not a beast I'm dealing with. Okay.
I don't know if it's cheating to be like out of character, but I came back and heard like it was furry. Like furry, like the arms that the runes give you.
Let's see. Well, is there any way to like is I'm guessing I want to ask, is from the hole, is there anything behind it? Like, am I able to see anything that's beyond this wall?
No, just the hairy wall.
Just the hairy wall.
Yeah. So you looking into the hole, that's where you see the kind of moving wall.
So there is.
So it isn't the wall that you're looking into that is the hairy wall, you know?
Ah. What happens if I peel more of the paper away?
I mean, you can see pretty well into the hole. It's about the size of a quarter, the hole is. Or probably like a silver dollar.
Well, can I fit into the hole?
I would say that yes, you would be able to squeeze into the hole.
Prisma's like, probably a bad idea. But I'm too curious for my own good. So I'm gonna slip into the hole.
You slip into the hole, and as you slip in those gray shades that you can see in the dark, you see this strange creature right up next to you. Because you're invisible, it can't see you. But its head is kind of down, and it has no room to move its limbs or anything from behind this wall. As it's sandwiched. And it's kind of got these rounded teeth with a jaw that's hanging open and almost limp, like its neck is broken. But it kind of moves its head back and forth anyway. Almost like that's just how its neck works.
the hell is this thing? What is in the wall?
I don't know, you could ask it.
Um, um, excuse me?
It just kind of jumps, and its head reaches up and begins to look around itself.
I'm not here to hurt you or anything. As long as you don't hurt me.
Oh, a visitor. Might you want to be my friend?
Yeah, I like making friends, so, I'm a friendly person. I'm Prisma. Nice to meet you.
Oh, goody. You can just call me friend.
Oh, Jesus, I know exactly what this is now.
What? I don't.
Oh, God, I've made a mistake.
Like, I was feeling sorry for it until you said that.
Miss Prisma,
Yes?
it's so cold behind this wall. I'm cramped and I could really stretch my legs. Would it be
All 100 of
possible
them?
if you could let me out? I'll be your best friend.
I want an insight.
You can't really tell anything from this thing's facial expressions. It just has this smile. Would it have... Were it to have fangs, it would have all sharp teeth. However, they all seem to be kind of rounded to a blunt point.
Like, filed down to keep it an easy prisoner.
Possibly. They definitely don't look like herbivore teeth. But it's just kind of smiling into the darkness, kind of moving its head in that unnatural way, kind of looking for you, but not able to find you.
Can I ask how you ended up here in the wall?
I was called, summoned. They placed me here.
They?
Those Pivantes.
Well, why do they want to summon you and then just shove you in the wall?
They take pieces of me. I give them pieces of me.
Why do you do that?
We had an accord. They didn't seem too keen on keeping it, though.
An accord? As in like a deal?
Yes. I I can make a deal with you as well. Should you wish for power, I can give it. I will be your best friend.
I have a best friend already. But maybe I could find you a friend.
Oh, how I would love to have a new friend.
Maybe
We're
one
so
of
lonely.
we. Who's we?
We are lonely.
Okay. Well, so you mentioned that they take pieces of you. Is that what they're using on for the runes?
Runes. They are not runes. They're merely scratchings on the bones of us.
Scratchings on the bones? That's
Scratching, giving them away, I could give them so much more. But they want the bits, the pieces.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go and tell my friends, and maybe we can arrange for a way to get you out.
Oh, yes. We would like that very much. And if you have someone that could be my best friend, like you said, I will await you to introduce them to us.
Yeah, sure. No problem. I'm going to go now.
And I slip back out of the hole.
Holy shit!
Prisma's just shivering.
Well, I think I figured out how they're making the runes.
Well, I'm gonna leave now and go back to the others. Oh, hey, wait. First,
I don't know if you can reach it, but here, have a chocolate.
and I leave a chocolate in the hole.
You see
And then
it
I
kind of stay there for a moment before it just slips in. And you hear a
Think you enjoyed that? Okay, bye-bye.
And I go back to the others.
All right. Well, I'll need you to make a stealth check to open the door and get back out. All right, that one's just fine. And yeah, you fly out, close the door all nice and silent, fly over the wall and through the doors, and you find the party waiting for you outside. Not knowing that you're there because, you're invisible.
Are you guys still talking to the storefronts, or are you guys just hanging out around?
Yeah, we kind of left when we were told we needed a warrant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're just loitering outside.
Then Prisma will come out of invisibility and say, well, first of all, you see that she's like kind of pale and her eyes are wide and she just like looks like she's seen a ghost. And she's just like,
I think I figured out how they're making the runes. There's some kind of creepy thing in the wall in there.
A creepy thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I have no idea what it was, but it talked and it sounded creepy. And he said he wanted a best friend and said something about we. And he said that the people who live here shoved him in the wall after summoning him, and then they took pieces of him, and that's what they're using to make the runes. Is pieces of him. He says that they're not runes. They're more like scratches on the bones or something like that.
Well, Dominicus will just look at Cornelius with his mouth open.
So, what I'm gathering here is they have summoned a demon of some description whose bones they are taking to carve into some sort of impromptu scrimshaw that they're selling as runes. That could be bad.
Oh, especially the amount of people that are taking them.
Yeah, it was weird looking. It was all furry like the rune lady, like the runes the lady was talking about.
Maybe we should go and find this. 2 seconds. I've written his name down. Donus Trelby.
Yeah, let's go talk to him.
Give me a history
I'm-
real quick.
Who?
Anyone. You don't remember.
Well, can we all do it?
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. I know more than Cornelius.
No?
Yep.
Dominicus. The name sounds kind of familiar, but you can't figure out why. It's definitely not in your memory at all. From the amnesia.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it's got that taste of familiarity.
I wonder if Vitari will remember. Let's report back to him.
Perhaps?
Oh, did he come in?
No.
Maybe Okra knows.
Worth a shot. And if all else fails, we can always sneak in the back way and investigate this creature on our own.
I mean, can you summon creatures?
Yes, creatures are summonable.
Okay.
Usually you'd have to be a druid or a wizard or a sorcerer to do so.
Or have a lot of money.
Yes, or pay someone who is capable of making the summonings, yes.
Also, I could point out, well, Dominicus could be like, maybe this is enough to take back to Gatsby.
Maybe. I mean, did these people look like they know how to do magic? Because he said that he was summoned. What kind of magic can summon things?
I mean, what did these people look like? I got the impression they were just normal civilians.
Yeah, I did too.
They did seem like normal people.
The wife definitely can't summon. She's not even remotely magically inclined.
Yeah, while I was inside, I didn't see anything that looked like anybody was a spellcaster.
I mean, out of character, the best candidate for demon summoning here has got to be the sun, right? Emo bard kid.
Well, I was about to say they're kind of like normal kids, but yeah, you're right. I mean, it could be anything.
I mean, if It's obviously not him, but if we were going in that direction, he would be the obvious suspect.
That's called profiling.
Yeah, it's something cops do a lot of.
Well, so can we go back to the inn and like basically speak to Vitari about what we found? I mean, he is our priest after all, our cleric. You know, like summoning sounds nasty.
Yeah,
He's a
he knows something
summoner.
about summoning.
Yeah, he is a summoner.
If that's what you want to do.
Yeah, let's ask the Viddy.
Alright, well. A short walk back to the walk-in. And you go in and you find... he's just not feeling too well today for some reason. He's just, kind of slumped over the bar. With a couple of crackers. And some soothing tea for his throat. Seemed like he got a cold, and it's just been kind of ruminating and getting worse.
Like, keeping our distance.
Akrith is sitting right next to him, the diseased person that he is.
We're sorry to bother you with this, Vitari. We've just had some disturbing findings about this Pivante family.
Yeah, no, it's okay. What you got?
He goes to say something, but that is Prisma. Can you explain?
That's like my best Joey.
Yeah, so I found something that was stuck in the wall, and it was a weird creature. I don't know at all what it is, and he said that he was summoned and then shoved into the wall, because he said that he made an accord with them, and he said that they went back on it and shoved him in the wall, but they still took pieces of him, and they are using those pieces as the runes. And he says they're not runes, they're more like scrapes off the bone. Oh, and he was furry, I think. Like furry like the runes the lady was talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we were wondering what if you knew anything that could summon.
If I knew anything that could summon? I mean, I can summon. I don't really know why, but I think they just kind of like me.
Well, what's not to like about you?
You know... Hold on, let me think of it. Let me plumb the depths of the old noggin here.
Oh. Yes.
Well, you know, lots of things can summon. I think the thing that I do is a little different, though. Were there any, like, scratches or... Did you find any like magic circles or anything?
I saw carvings around the wall that it was stuck in.
Oh, then yeah, that could have been like anyone that could cast magic. In order to bind someone though, they'd probably need to be pretty smart, pretty magical.
He said something about wanting a best friend.
Best friend?
Yeah, he really was very insistent about being friends. I think he wanted to be your only friend.
Well, I don't know anything offhand that wants friends. Was it like a demon or a devil?
And maybe it felt like it had it felt like a devil or a demon or something. It was
I mean,
creepy.
talk of accords suggests devil rather than demons. Demons are usually more the type to bite the hand that feeds them, and the arm and the torso.
That
Well, there's lots of planes and stuff, and depending on what's summoned, like, it doesn't necessarily have to be a devil either to make some kind of deal with people.
True, it could be a fae.
Dominicus is like wrapping his fingers around his new curls and like pulling them out and letting them go. And he's like, what about the name Donis Trilby? I can't seem to place it. Have you heard of that name?
Donis. Don. I don't know if I should actually make him roll for this. I guess I'll give him advantage. Seems kind of familiar, but yeah, I don't know.
Ocrith will hear us as well. Does he know anything? God, all of us rolling that crap.
I don't think he was even there.
Okay, fair enough.
But you got Aladdin.
Okay.
Donis, wasn't that guy that I chopped the leg off whenever you were like, hey, get out of town and don't let me catch you in this town again? That was supposed to be like your attendant from the church?
Well,
He's
I
like,
have no idea about this.
wait, yeah, that was his name, Donis. I didn't know his last name though. He was really lazy. It seemed like he just wanted to mooch off the church and didn't want to work.
didn't we hear something about the lazies?
Yeah, he did that. That's who he is. He's one of the lazy homeless guys. So he was missing a leg. And that's
Oh,
why
maybe
he...
that's why
Well, I
he's lazy?
healed it, I healed it. And Aladdin's like, I didn't cut it all the way off. I just cut into it.
What's the pity?
Well, I mean, we're not going to try and get any information from him. We're going to go and see if he's still alive or if he's a demon now, I guess. He obviously got the rune because he wanted stronger legs.
Well, he was testing the rune that was the arm.
Okay.
Yeah, he was the guy that was testing it for them, and it was taken back after he was knocked unconscious from the fall.
Well, maybe we just go back to Gatsby.
Yeah, we should tell him what we've discovered.
I mean, if you like. We could do that.
Well, are you trying to say you don't want us to?
No. Let's do it. Okay. I didn't say that. We could do that if you want.
Well, we're doing it.
I mean, we've just been
Okay.
charged with investigating, not like busting down the hall.
Yeah, we don't have a warrant.
I'm just trying to play
I'm-
Joey playing Vitari, okay?
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, you're putting a lot of doubt in my mind. Plus, he sounds a lot like the fucking demon we've just encountered.
Also worth noting, if we believe that there is someone in imminent need of, say, who is in distress or imminent need of assistance, we are allowed to bust down the door.
There's somebody in the wall! Get it out! Get it out!
Well, yeah, we're not going to be its friend, though, are we?
I mean, I would hazard probably not, but we can always give it a shot.
I mean, we could go in because the children are in danger.
I would argue if they have a demon in the house, then yes, the children are in danger.
It's like, man, we are apprehending your children under the assumption that you have a demon in your wall.
We don't need a warrant if you have an unlawful summon, or I don't know.
Alternatively, we could have Prisma.
Tell me, does he
sneak
have
back
a
in and
planar
set things
passport?
free.
Sorry.
Yeah. Although it would be a planar visa, wouldn't it?
Probably.
And is he in the realm for the purposes of business or pleasure?
All of these things would be questions asked
I'm just
if
pretty
planar travel was a
sure-
thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, getting some creepy creature, as Prisma called it, bones, and selling it to farmers, and yeah, I don't think there's any way that can swing to be legal.
I would like Prisma as well to give an insight. Wait a second. If he was summoned, that means that he probably came from a different plane.
Yeah. So he came from a different plane if he was summoned.
I'm trying to get to a different plane.
Yeah? Yeah! Hey!
How come I haven't been able to get to the Fey realm, and he's able to come over here from wherever he came from?
Yeah! Hey! I should have asked that! Now I really want to go back and ask!
Yeah, well, don't be making friends too easily.
Oh, dang it! That's probably exactly what he'd say. He said if I'd be his friend, he'd tell me. I bet that's exactly what he'd say. Creepy thing. I don't know if I do want to be his friend now, even if I do want to know. I don't know what's going to happen if I be his friend. I don't know if I want to know.
I mean, well, we do have a piece of him. We can probably have our resident priest examined to try and figure out what he is.
I gotta
Maybe
see what
that'll
he's
tell
got.
us where he came from, and then you can inquire more when we go to either rescue or butcher him.
I know, I've already judged him. Shame on me.
Hey, I'm just keeping my options open. I think he's probably going to try and kill us, but I could be wrong.
At the moment, Vitari has nothing spell-wise that could be used for this. And he's not very smart.
And religion wouldn't yield anything.
I mean, he's got a +2 in religion, so no.
Ah.
Like, I don't know, man. It's
Well, I guess there's always plan B. Break into the house and knock down the wall.
Oh, Nadis.
He'd be a perfect distraction.
Like, we could actually set Nadis loose, so he's not actually, like, with us. And then we could be there to be like, there's a wild rhino. I don't even know if we need to do all that. We could just charge in.
You can go talk to Gatsby about it too, though. You are correct. He only asked you to look into it.
I just didn't want to seem incompetent, you know. So yeah, maybe we should speak to Gatsby because I mean,
That's probably not a terrible idea to speak to the guy who asked us to investigate before we break into a major competitor's house and cause what is likely to be a public spectacle.
yeah, that's what we should do then.
So, yes, I agree.
Right, Vitari, you rest up. We need you as soon as possible, okay?
Well, as you were about to leave, you actually hear a loud boom down the street, a couple of blocks away. And you could see smoke coming up above the buildings.
We'll quickly get Nadis, Prisma, Dominicus, and Prisma.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
get him and go.
Taking all bets as to whether that's the mansion we just left.
That's what I was thinking too.
It is in the complete opposite direction, actually.
Oh, wow. Probably a good idea to investigate it in any case.
Yeah, so it's like could Dominicus and Cornelius like ride on Nadis? Because I always say, you know, like Prisma, you can go in a pocket, you know. So even though you're my bonded rider, it's like, let's get there as quick as possible.
I mean, even with Prisma and Cornelius riding double, Natus could still go top speed because he'd be carrying a small and a tiny character, neither of which weigh as much as a normal sized character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, just on the way out, I'll tell McCall, it's like, oh, hang on, my pets need me again.
Okay. I be here.
Tally forward. I don't say that really, but yeah, we'll charge.
All right. And you're
With
going to
Cornelius on
the
his way.
site of the explosion then, huh?
Yes.
All right. Well, since you're going at a faster pace than usual, it doesn't take you very long. But whenever you get there, you do see an exploded building, crumbled and rubble, with flames about, and a number of civilians hit with the explosion. And it seems that there's a bunch of stalls set up around this building. It seemed to have different businesses' names on banners and signs above the stalls, as well as a number of stacks of parchment. As well as Gatsby standing in the middle of a bunch of people with furry bestial arms.
Hey.
All of them dead around him. And you see him put the blade that he slashed his brother's throat with back into his cane. And he turns around to see you and does not say anything before walking at a brisk but still unhurried pace to begin lifting debris off of people.
Yeah. So we'll get there and we'll start helping as well. We've got a flask. We could use that on some civilians if there's any survivors.
Oh dear. We don't have Vitara with us, do we?
No.
Oh dear.
Oh, I could have sent him. Just start healing people.
Yeah. Let's have that.
Okay.
Oh, he only has healing word. I can go ahead and do an aura of vitality. That way, for a minute, he can keep giving people.
Awesome.
So he can get 10 people with aura of vitality.
And of course, us non-magically inclined folk can still provide first aid.
Yeah, medicine, yep, cool.
Yep. As well as you see as Gatsby is healing those that are hurt but still alive. A number of them are, however, too far to be saved.
Dominicus will say, well, we were actually coming to see you. There are things we need to report upon our job, but maybe it'd be best said in private.
All right. This comes first, though.
Of course. It's related.
Well, he just
Look
kind
at
of
it.
stays quiet as he lays everybody as gently as possible.
Dominicus will take a look at one of these furry dead things.
They just have, the one arm and the fake Rune Stone in their hand. As well, in one of them, you find a strange contraption with a needle on one end that has a trigger. And it looks like it's a sewing needle, not like an injector needle. Almost like a handheld, pedal-driven sewing machine.
Okay, take it.
But other than that, they are just normal-looking people. But with the added, easily seen piece of very clean cuts in very vital areas. As a soldier yourself, you see very little wasted movements as the easily seen.
I don't even want to touch these runes, you know that.
I mean, probably a wise policy not to touch them barehanded anyway. I mean, I'm sure they can't act unless they've been, activated, but still. But yeah, I'm guessing these guys were assassins sent to kill our boss.
Alright, well. As the town guard begins to surround the area and put out the fires, they're all pulling people out as much as possible and as safe as possible as well. And you can see them, like, dusting people off and, like, trying to calm people. Patting people on the shoulders and everything. And, after Gatsby has healed the last person that he needs to, he stands up and begins giving orders to the guard. And you hear as he says, "I need you to round up every single beggar in the city. We need to block off this area, search for more bombs. Don't let any civilians nearby. Expand the radius to about 2 miles. And then go on outward." And they just say, "Yes, sir." And run off to do as he asked. And he says, "Now, what was it you wanted to say to me?"
We investigated, Pivante's residence and place of business. And, our dear Prisma found the source of the runes. And he's like, yeah, I'll have picked one up, but I'm not touching it with my fur or skin. I'm, like, using my claws, you know, like, holding it by with nails. And it's the bones of some weird creature they have trapped in the wall.
Yeah, something they summoned from another plane. Which I want to know how they did that!
Could be any different ways. Perhaps they hired a wizard. They have no magical aptitude in their family that I know of.
Oh, wizard.
Well,
Wizards. I should have known.
with respect to you, we didn't want to just tear down the place without checking with you first.
Yeah, they wouldn't let us in without a warrant.
Well, you did the right thing. The distribution of these fake runes must be stopped. The lazies have begun their attacks much more brazenly lately because of them.
Clientele we witnessed picking them up like they were candy are now farmers and adventurers. I did say candy on purpose. Well,
It's like you make Prisma perk up like,
What? It's a candy?
I have no proof of this, but the Pivantes may be working with the lazies for some sort of ends. They might be trying to flood the market with easily accessible fake runes so that the lazies can get hold of them easier. If everyone has these runes, then I can't find the specific people that I need to. But that's all just conjecture.
well, our next lead was to locate one of these so-called lazies. Donis Relby. He was one of the first experiments.
Trilby, huh? I remember the leader of the lazies being a Avarice Trilby. Donis might be The son. He may be trying to finish his father's work.
What was his father working on?
Oh, right. You're not from this city. I forgot for a moment. His father, Avarice Trilby, was the leader of the group known as the Lazies 15 years ago. I, myself, led a troop of the town guard as the Lazies rioted over the changes that were occurring in the city. I took them out as quickly and as efficiently as possible, but that doesn't mean that I was able to get all of them. Perhaps the sentiment still remains. The easiest way to get what they want is probably to get rid of me. And to attack the event we were going to have here. He's just kind of done now.
Sorry, I was typing stuff.
Oh, okay.
So what do we do now?
Well, I don't know about you, but I think we need to have another chat with the man in the wall.
That sounds like a good
also
idea.
possibly put the merchants under arrest.
But he was in the cellar. How are we gonna get in?
Well, I figure if we arrest the homeowners, then we probably won't have any issues getting into the house itself. And since they are almost certainly behind this attack, I think we have reasonable suspicion.
So how do we get a warrant?
I mean, guard barracks might be a great place to start.
You need not go there. And he pulls out a piece of paper from his jacket pocket and hands it to you.
Ooh, what does it say?
It's a warrant.
Ooh, excellent.
For this premises or just a warrant for anywhere?
A warrant for the Pivantes.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, let's
I
go
had
then.
anticipated something like this happening, so I went ahead and got everything ready just in case.
You're a very prepared person.
He gives you this devilish smile. You have no idea.
Oh yeah, and also we found out why the chiffon people made up your wife like that. Apparently bitches be bitches.
And he's like, yes, I know. I already found that out myself as well.
He's smart.
But there should be no problems anymore. And as he's straightening his suit, you see that he has a ring around one of his wrists.
The same ring that's on the lady's wrist?
Yup.
Ooh.
So that's how they got that. I wonder what it does.
Probably some sort of disciplinary measure.
Possibly. Well then, okay.
So, off to the Pivantes.
Yes, let's go.
So do we like this Gatsby guy?
I
I
like
do.
him.
He's giving me very loafer vibes from Shadowrun. I like him, but I don't trust him.
I don't know who
Oh,
Loafer
obviously
is.
not. He's a
I know you
corpo.
don't. I know you don't. I do.
I think that he's just a guy that, is cool so long as we don't get on his bad side.
Well, yeah. Yeah. But if he's bad, he's gonna get on our bad side.
Well,
Oh,
we
I
just
don't
have to
think
hope
he's
he's
any
not
worse.
bad.
I don't think he's any worse than the average corpo. He should be fine.
Okay.
Seems like an honest businessman.
Well, honest for any given definition of the word.
As you are kind of discussing among yourself, he kind of walks slowly over to a flaming banner that seems like it was probably on the building that exploded. And he begins to cast mending on it. And as it's slowly being repaired, you can see the words Hanging Gardens Job Fair.
Didn't need to ask about the event then.
Well, now we know why it was targeted.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna arrest this family then, the Pivantes.
Well, at the very least, we'll arrest the parents under suspicion of terrorism and multiple counts of attempted homicide.
Hey, Dominicus will hand Cornelius the warrant.
Probably gonna have to do that next time, though. As our pixie has to go to work early today.
I do.
But yeah, are we good with that being the cliffhanger for the night?
I'm fine with that.
A rather short session, but I think it was a pretty good one.
Yeah, it was pretty decent since we didn't have Atari.
Well, yes. I will thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed yourselves.
We get it. Joey's always the main character.
And I hope you all have a good night. And until next time, on Dungeons and WheatTons.
See you next time.
You'd be.
Outro.